Ahí va. Hola, Furina, ¿cómo estás?
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd,
Sí.
some of your testimony
Ahorita
doesn't
los
add
canjeros,
up.
gracias, amigo.
You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice,
Qué bonito pelito
will
tiene,
get to the
bro.
bottom of this matter. No
Estoy enamorado de su
detail
pelo,
shall
güey.
escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through
Es cierto, no tiene subtítulos, güey.
My
De verdad.
dear citizens, just as the will of a god
Espera, no
remains
tiene por qué tiene
opaque to the
subtítulos, what the fuck.
understanding of
No está hablando
mere
coreano.
mortals, so too is
Me
truth
confundieron, nada más porque
unmoved
estoy
by
dormido.
even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant.
Creo que va a ser un
If you
chibi
honor
stream, no
the
va a ser
values of truth,
el
justice,
CEO.
and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's next?
What's next?
It's so hard to predict how people are going to
Pero
react.
ojalá tener protegidas para
What
tirarle
should I
Furina.
say
güey.
during the trial
Como
tomorrow?
3000.
Lady Farina,
Oh,
what are you
buenas tardes,
doing?
Novelet.
Oh, Nervilette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
Ojo.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de Nalise Cardinal,
Te pases, güey.
the Hydro Archon to
No
be punished by
mames.
the death sentence.
Ya tan rápido. ¿Cómo que va a llorar mi Furina?
You
cabrón?
and I both know that there may be issues with the
Hello,
primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done.
¿Presentación?
Just trust me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Qué bonito, bro.
The show begins. Ah. Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. What's the next?
¡Ojo! Viene Charloto.
Say cheese. Breaking news.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too
Oh.
close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous
No
about
mames.
it.
Hola?
The water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
What is the meaning you would call
You have
this
never been as
justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
We're just a moment. This isn't right!
No mames.
Trial of the
Ala.
Hydro Archon.
Pero amigo.
The floor will now
This
begin.
trial is-
No, what?
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Uy. Uy, uy.
You are a devious one, Fusalo.
A la madre tú.
Everyone's.
Hasta Tardaje se unió.
What should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What the fuck es esto, Elden Ring? ¡Hola! ¡Ey, ey, ey, ey! ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Hola?
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will
¿Qué fue eso?
eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervilette. I hope
parecía
you've
Yinglu.
enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Ostras. Ostras, ostras, ostras. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué pedo? Se ve muy interesante, se nota que va a haber mucha historia muy cabrona, ¿eh? Ya Furina va a llorar, que rápido, no, Furina, no llores. Trailer de la versión. Presentación también de Furina, muy bonita, me gustó muchísimo la música, me encantó. También, ¿qué pedo con el boss de ballena de agua hidro a la verga, gigante, eh? ¿Será en boss semanal o algún boss de mundo? No sé. Sí, el trailer God. La pesadilla del Tartas, y hasta el Tartas le unió para combatir, güey. Sin su visión hidro tenía la visión electro. Y vestido de una manera muy provocativa.
Hey travelers! Welcome to the
Hola.
Genshin Impact version 4.2
Ya me
special
imagino que quieren
program.
presentar
Yay!
el kit de Furina, sobre la
I'm Sarah Miller
historia
Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine.
y lo demás.
And I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already
Andan
met the
spoileando hard.
Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story
What the fuck,
continues,
Megatron?
how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy?
Todo lo bueno que ya no veo
Yeah, I hope everyone's
Más bien nunca me ha
excited to see
salido
what happens next.
leaks de Genshin.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the dragon sovereign of water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of
Pero
him.
me quedé pensando quién era la morra del final del
Yes,
video,
for sure. Totally.
¿Qué fue eso?
Okay,
¿Nuevo
so
personaje?
next,
¿Será?
let's dive into the major content that we have coming
¿Ya
in
todo está
version
liqueado o
4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's
no quiero
recent
saber.
plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess, she's going to be going to trial, and then another trial,
It's
and then
not Jingliu.
another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina
Ya me
than
espero.
attending trials at the Opera House. But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Misión de Arconte.
Ooh,
Obviamente. Qué bueno, me alegro.
interesting.
Aunque no he terminado la
I
actual.
know, I keep looking at the water
I
rushing in. I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some
Mhm.
spotlights.
Pero
and,
se ve
like, it's
chingona.
like a curtain.
Mm-hmm. Seems like, you know, maybe also Neuvillette is keeping an
Para
eye
que
on
acaben
things
sus misiones de
from
Arconte.
behind the scenes,
Los que
maybe?
deben un
Very
chorro.
serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
What the fuck?
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontanian friends
Pues
to
nada más es un
delve
capítulo,
deeper
¿que no?
into the hurricane of events
Ah, no.
and face
Sí,
the
sí, sí.
impending destruction foretold by the prophecy.
Capítulo 4, acto 5.
Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know. I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spooky.
Sí, Wixel. De
Right?
hecho.
So, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1,
Uy.
we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the
Ah.
Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss
Oh,
the assistance
no seas
provided by the
mamón.
knave either. Whatever
Vamos
her
de
end goal
frente.
may be, it seems like
A
she
la rechino.
sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But
No acabo la actual, pero
there's only
seguramente
so much that we can say.
ya la conozco, algo así, ¿no?
Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to
Los
come.
directos duran...
Yes,
¿Cuándo son de
exactly.
chibi? Duran como media
So be
hora.
sure to play through, uncover hidden truths,
Supongo.
and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself. when Act 5 of the Archon quest
O
becomes
menos, a
available.
veces.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
right?
Hey, question.
No creo que dure mucho menos de que
a pretty important
añadan algo
character
extra.
who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Child?
Charlotte.
Yeah,
Ah, no.
yeah.
Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yep. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer.
Suspenso.
Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But
It is what
we
it
saw
is.
Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long
Simona ya
until
andaba
we see him
tartajía.
again.
Bien a gusto.
Okay, good.
Okay.
En su modo
But
electro.
we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis?
Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
Ojalá. Me gustaría que estuviera en español.
guys, have
Pero
some
muy difícil.
faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Furina.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes.
Uy, sí, la
and
neta que
her
sí, está
eyes,
muy
each of them
hermosa,
are
Farina.
different. She's got these little eyelashes.
Tiene muy buen cabello.
Yes.
Muy
Oh,
buen
it's
You know,
bonito.
you'd expect for a Hydro
Muy buen
Archon that
traje.
she'd have the best drip.
Muy buen color.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Strike a pose! Let the world come alive!
Whoa, that is
Wow.
so
Impresionante.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Qué elegancia
I like
la
the way-
elegancia.
She kind of like bows.
Very dramatic.
Yes!
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
Mhm.
Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontamer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontamer aberrants.
Okay.
I would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire.
Salon
And
solitaire.
those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best.
The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he is.
And the conferencier, Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay.
La
So
música
when
es muy
Farina
cálida,
said to make an appointment with Sir
Me gusta.
Intendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oye, qué bonito,
Oh
¿eh?
my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly.
Está muy bonito.
Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Crabaletta, Surintendant Chevalmeron, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, you know, these Salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Ooh.
Bonitos ataques,
Their
la
damage
verdad.
increases the more characters there are in the party
Me mama
over
que
a
sean
certain
así,
HP
tan hermosos
amount.
azulitos, güey.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly.
Ey, invoca 3.
Farina's charged attack
Es un
not
tres, no sé
only
si
deals
sí.
physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals
Vas a ir por ella.
damage to surrounding
Es que nada más tengo
opponents.
protogemas,
And
hermano.
when the party
De que tiro,
member's
tiro, pero pues de que me
HP
sale, no sé.
increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that is so cool.
Yes.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's outfit changes whenever she switches between Arca
Oh
alignments.
yeah.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
Thank
It does change. But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes, so if you want to learn more
Yo no sé cómo
about
qué va a
that,
ser, supongo
be sure to
que
accompany
sub
her
DPS
on her
o
story
support.
quest,
Sub DPS,
the
¿no?
Animula Kuraji chapter.
¿Como una Yelan?
Ah, amazing. Okay, so next
Oh, no
up
sé.
we have another old
Es buffer
friend
de
to
DPS,
introduce.
ok, entendible.
She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur
Hay misión
Verite.
con ella
That's right.
para pasar la bomba en
It's
Fontaine.
Charlotte. Yay!
Ah, digo Charlotte, güey.
So cute.
Y no la invitaron
We've
como
known Charlotte
chibi, qué
for a
mal
while now.
pedo,
The
mala
traveler
onda,
met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Tibet.
No quise tener una
Yes,
chibi.
that's
No, pero
right.
habíamos tenido chibi de
Charlotte's
Charlotte, eso
hard-hitting
sí.
spirit and determination
acuerdo que
to
sí.
uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Está bonita la cámara.
That's right.
Ahora
During
la
our
cámara va a
journey
servir
in
como
Fontaine,
un...
didn't she treat the traveler
como
to a
la-
magnificent meal in order to get a
¿Cómo
scoop
se llama?
about
Como la
Ryan's
Naida.
sleep?
Pero era
She
Charlotte,
didn't
pero con
end up
crío.
getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh?
No, es un
But
set.
I don't think that will
me
deter her.
digas eso,
She'll
güey.
always be in search of the truth.
Neta.
The world is her treasure chest, and only her
Sí,
camera
cierto,
can
qué
determine
mal
its contents
pedo,
and the
güey.
truths they contain.
La cagaron fuerte, bro.
Speaking of her camera, Monsieur
Yes.
Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant
A
and
esperar el domingo.
companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontanians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
That's so cool.
Te dan un punto y por cada punto aumenta el daño de absolutamente todo.
Even has its own little hat and tie. I know.
Interesante ver cuánto bufea al final porque pues Genshin es como que mete contenido como para hacer muchísimo más daño. Aunque de vez en cuando sí, ¿eh? De vez en cuando pone personajes bien raros.
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
Charlotte Showcase.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
Antes sí están bonitos algunos 4 estrellas. Siento yo que deberían hacer uno que también sea como un Benedium sin chuzas. O sea, uno que sabes que lo puedo usar sí o sí porque es muy bueno. Por lo que dijo bufa daño y el healing bonus, supongo que el buff será parecido al de Yalan. 50% o el de más 60%. Muy alto, ¿no?
Yes!
Pero a ver, ¿qué onda?
Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and then, like, what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life. And that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. Hey, more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage. Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite? He's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all, there is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh,
when you hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is super rad, and I have a feeling some super cool pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are gonna provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
Okay.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2 Event Wishes. In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have Event Wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
Quiero ver cómo se ve el libro.
A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Sword.
Está muy bella.
And in the second half of version 4.2, we'll have reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Okay, let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. It looks like she's investigating something. Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
It says, strange rumblings have been heard in the depths of Fontaine's waters.
It's here already?
¡Hala!
Look at that!
Pero amigo, mira este mapa, bro.
It looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. It's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Y la ballena se ve muy perro, pero ¿qué pedo con estas teletransportaciones bien raras, eh? ¿Qué chingos estamos batallando realmente? O sea, se meten en el agua, se sumerge,
After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon
Mira cómo
Fontaine.
sube, güey. La pinche ballena que no maté en el de Bren. El último boss me quedé.
It feels
No
like
es una
it
ballena,
might
es como
even
un
burst
pulpo, no
right
sé
through
qué
the
chingados.
screen.
Oh, I hope not.
Me encanta el escenario, está muy
this
bonito.
feeling that this isn't
Como
the
que me
type of
empezaron a gustar mucho
opponent
esos
that we can
colores.
just brute force our way
También
through,
como
you know?
morado, ¿sabes? O sea, me maman los colores que son entre
In the
azul y
first
blanco.
phase, it will use its
Ya me agregan
gigantic
como
size to
moradito,
target the traveler with
rosadito.
massive AoE
Así
attacks
tipo
from
como,
all directions.
no sé, como espacio, no
Dodging
sé.
is definitely your friend with
Pero
this one.
está, wow,
Oh boy. Okay.
Narwhal es un
So
delfín,
there
¿no? Digo,
also
delfín
seems
pendejo,
to
es ballena,
be
¿no?
sort of a
Narwhal.
progress
Sí, pues,
bar
igual.
next to the boss's HP bar. What's that
Sí, se ve muy god.
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just
Neo de
freed
la
itself from
Bárbara.
captivity and is
¿Por qué la
brimming
Bárbara?
with anger.
Sí, la ballena azul.
So if
Como
you
que Neo.
can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay.
Justo.
Wait, is somebody being eaten? Is it even possible to survive something like that?
I guess here it is.
Ooh.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword. Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to
Nivelete está muy
experiment for
guapo,
themselves.
También tiene muy buenos
yeah.
colores.
All truths will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the Challenge Failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh, I love that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
Totally.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah!
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it!
Ahí está, otro codiguito más. Muy dice el final, ¿no? Deja ver si lo... Creo que no canjeé el anterior a ese. A ver. Qué veloz ya ves. Manos rápidas. Ah, no, sí lo canjeé. Sí lo canjeé. Este y el otro también ya lo canjeé. De unas voy a canjear los de Star Rail. A ver. Honkai. Sí, no vaya a ser porque luego se van en menos de 10 horas a veces, no sé. En menos de medio día. Gracias, Nicole, eres fantástica. Sos gota. ¿Qué te digo? No voy a canjear los del Star Rail. No, me metí a otra vez a Gift, pero del Genshin. Ahí está, Star Rail. Está bien porque me sirve porque ando tirando por el cono de Cele y no me sale, bro. Tenemos tristeza infinita.
Hello, travelers! Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello!
Hello! Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary.
Acerca del contenido de la 4.2.
Okay, aside from investigating crises,
it
seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine.
Una excursión.
Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Oh.
Well, you know, maybe she's
mapa.
just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Farina and excuses.
Sí, ¿no?
Typical.
Espérate, ¿es más mapa o es...?
Hey, it seems like the places Farina has chosen to visit
mapa, ¿no?
this time feature
Sí,
some
sí, ¿no?
peculiar landscapes.
Estoy entendiendo que es más mapa.
Oh, yeah.
Sí,
it
claro,
looks
claro,
like
sí,
Farina
mira.
is in Aranea's forest on the east side of
Hermoso, oye.
Fontaine. And that's right behind the opera house.
Más mapita, let's go.
What a cool place!
Me
Although,
falta esperar un chingo, pero yo
it
feliz.
does kind of look
la
like
neta.
it could be hiding some
Yo,
secrets.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh, yeah.
These are Definitely not what they seem here.
Al momento de jugar Genshin y ver todo lo que hay,
have been happening with the water
fuera de
vents
pedo,
around
se me hace
Loch
impresionante
Lanier.
cómo hacen todo
As
eso,
you can see, a strong
pues,
windstorm
en
is gathered around the
relativamente poco tiempo que
vortex
tienen.
rising from the
Pues,
middle of the
obviamente muchas
lake.
cosas ya las tienen
It's
avanzadas,
almost like it's
pero pues
preventing
entre más
certain
avances,
things from getting
seguramente
closer
entre más
and
actualizaciones
forcibly
hagas, pues,
pushing other things away.
estás sacando todo, ¿sabes? E igualmente tienes que hacer un
And
chingo de
take a look at this, the
eventos,
foggy forest
mapas,
path.
That fog is really
personajes,
thick.
líneas,
That's why they call it the
música,
foggy forest
monstruos, que
path.
todo
What
congenia
about this
entre
area?
sí.
The weeping
No
willow of the
saben
lake.
lo jodido que es
It
eso, güey.
looks all
Y se me hace muy impresionante fuera de
And
todo.
the water doesn't look quite right.
A la
Like
madre.
it's cloudy or something. Do you see that? Yeah.
Exactly.
llama el agua
It
así?
seems
Porque
like
tiene
Marina
moss.
also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she
Ah,
find?
ya.
A number of contaminated
Sí, sí, sí.
bacterial mats.
No, el volumen del stream
Speaking
al mismo volumen que el
There are
mío.
always new things to discover
Perdón.
beneath Fontaine's waters. In this
Pero
update,
básicamente,
we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant,
que me gusta todo el trabajo que hacen, pues.
octopus. Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the
Me gusta
contamination
muchísimo todo el
clots
trabajo
and
que hacen.
contamination cores from the
Bastante.
bacterial mats. Pretty cool.
Suena un poco hipócrita de mi parte porque Genshin como tal no lo ando jugando tanto en stream, lo ando jugando off stream. Pero pues ando haciendo tareas de resina, un poco de exploración, ¿sabes cómo? Pero todavía me falta muchísimo contenido como para acabar. Pero, fuck, no sé, o sea, lo veo y sé que está muy cabrón todo lo que se está haciendo y me encanta. Lo amo, ¿sabes? Y sé que involucra muchísimo esfuerzo y trabajo, güey. Muchísimo. Oye, recuerdo a Nepo utilizando esos dibujos. A Nepo le gustó mucho Genshin, le gustó mucho el arte y todo ese desmadre. Sí, los que programan todo, ¿no? En general, bro, no solamente los que programan. Todo, los que crean la historia, los que crean los escenarios, los que crean el combate. Pues ahora sí, los que programan. Los que hacen que todo congenie, bro. Y luego, todas esas áreas que hay, porque son diferente grupo de personas, y hacer que todo esté pegadito, bro. ¿Sabes cómo? Está muy cabrón. Es como si agarras una maqueta, güey, y la dividieras en, no sé, 4 partes. Y de que de esto va a ser el tema. Tú vas a hacer esto y esto y otro. Y luego después cada quien hace su pinche cuarto de la maqueta. Y luego la juntan y a ver si de pura casualidad si se ve chingón o no. Wow, es increíble, bro. Hay que tener también muchísima creatividad. Sé que hay eventos que se repiten tipo como los de peleas y así. Pero pues es contenido, güey. Al final de cuentas, y lo bueno que hay es protegerlas para seguir ahorrando para sacar algún personaje en un futuro. Protos son protos, dirían por ahí. Luego más mapa, nuevo jefe. Wow. Tengo que literalmente hacer muchísimas cosas de Genshin. Tengo la paja mental de que un día me van a decir en el stream: oye, ni es un Genshin, güey, hace mucho no tenemos que jugarlo. Yo de que, va, mis amigos. Y que abro Genshin y de que tengo todo al 100%, güey. Y que, ay, Dennis, ¿cuándo completaste todo? Pues ya ven, es que soy fan. Y luego me despierto agitado y con el corazón palpitando y sudando. Veo mi celular y sigue siendo el mismo día de mierda, donde perdí 10 putas partidas seguidas de League of Legends. Y me tilteé porque evidentemente te pasa a tiltear si pierdes tantas putas partidas seguidas. Y luego me vuelvo a despertar y pues... Life. That's life. Ya ves. No fueron 10, fueron 9, XD. Mira, van a regalar al Preminet. ¿Cómo se llama? Sí, ¿no? Preminet. God.
Ooh, another investigation. I know. And Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look
sí, fueron
like
10.
Actually,
ahí lo pone. Tienes razón.
The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh,
Jeepers.
yeah, for real. Ugh, well, children must be pretty afraid
Okay.
of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little
Todavía no sé de qué va a
penguin
tratar,
name
pero
like that. There
investigar.
must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we will repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard.
Ok.
In return, the
Arreglar
little guy will
circuitos,
help
hey.
us out on our journey.
Oh, I love
No
that.
mames, ese
As our journey progresses, we'll
jueguito.
collect colorful shells, corals, and other
Ese jueguito
items
es muy
which can be used
bueno,
to
eh.
outfit our little friend
Está
with
muy
weapons
vergas.
and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater
A ver,
and
otro
find
nivel.
the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what
mira,
happens
no
if
solamente
we run into
hacerlo del
certain
circuito,
speed bumps
también
on our adventure?
colectar
like
cositas.
monsters,
Es variado, es variado.
all that jazz.
Es
Well,
variado.
it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a
Ok,
specific
va.
domain and obtain any
Ya,
treasures
ya,
that
ya.
they
Es
may be
colectar,
guarding. Of course,
conectar
the clockwork
cositas,
penguin will provide
colectar
different buffs in each
cositas
battle to help
y
travelers
pelear
emerge
contra
victorious.
cositas.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh, and speaking of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay!
Ok.
Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay
ver.
has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle
Ostras, sí va a
against
ser el de Pokémon.
Mechanici. This time, we'll
Bueno,
have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful
Ya,
monsters.
ya, ya, sí.
Awesome.
Unos fungus.
Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah!
Esos eventos siento que los minijuegos duran un chingo, pero
Playing with the fungi
están muy
more
bonitos.
than ever.
Here's hoping.
Se ve muy chingón el escenario.
Actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note, some unfolding. Well, they hope
Ahora es
to make the
TFT.
little fungi and some
Oh,
other
imagínate un
events
TFT de
permanent so
Genshin.
travelers can play at any time.
Sería OP, ¿eh?
The team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Yeah, thanks!
All right.
No mames, el
Let's
TCG.
take a look at
Es
what
que nunca fui
else
fan de las
Furina's
cartas, perdón,
itinerary
pero
has in
el
store.
TCG sí lo jugué, pero muy
Oh,
poquito.
it's the graph
Ya dije los banners, sí, sí, sí.
Technology
Primero viene
Experiment
Furina
Log.
junto con Baishu.
I'm more
Y
than
después
ready
en la
to
fase
fight
2
some
viene
adversaries.
Sino junto con Ayato.
Let me at 'em.
Cabe recalcar que en la primera fase de
I
Furina
wish
y
I
Baishu
could, but
viene
it doesn't
Charlotte,
actually involve fighting.
la
A
personaje de
researcher
cabello
obsessed
rosa.
with
Sí,
graph
rosa, ¿no?
adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her
Ahí está
achieve
lo del
great
zoom,
success.
es verdad, sí, sí, sí.
But
Special
scholarly
Analysis Zoom Lens.
responsibilities make it difficult for
No
her to
mames.
collect the field samples
Con eso
that
vas
she
a poder
needs.
hacer zoom.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
La tecnología de
Okay, you're
Fontaine,
not
vaya.
wrong. But Pauline's
Yes.
request is actually pretty reasonable. To receive rewards, simply submit photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your
Mira,
inventory.
mira.
The zoom lens can be attached to
Oh.
all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold her elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Pero con...
Double wow.
Usa el escudo igual en combate.
And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing
Oye, tremendo,
moments
¿no?
in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after
Mira,
the
dice
event
que si
ends.
por casualidad te pierdes el evento, igualmente lo puedes conseguir.
Oh, it seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded
Acá normal ya hace zoom, ¿no? Pero este hace más zoom.
Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using
Y eso pues parece ser como una dungeon de peleas. ¿Ah?
That's right.
Pensé que era desde que dice el
Travelers who are more
Dios.
confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return
Por dos
at
en
the end of
evento de...
version
Digo, por
4.2.
dos en...
Now might be the
¿Cómo se llaman?
perfect time to start building your
Flores.
parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the
Flores
fabulous
del abismo.
events
Ah,
that
líneas
version
ley.
4.2
Gracias.
has in store.
Flores del abismo le
But
dije.
there are still more surprises
Los brotes,
to
vaya.
share.
Yay!
A ver.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Ok. No sé si lo puse bien. Me equivoqué mucho al escribirlo. Ya canjito lo de Honkai, creo, ¿eh? Confiamos. Ah, sí lo escribí bien. God. Gracias, Nicole. Ahí están los 3 codiguitos, amigos. Déjenos pongo en Discord de una vez. No, gracias a ustedes. Gracias a ustedes. Códigos del Genshin, reclámenlos antes de que sea tarde. Tremenda desvelada, by the way.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end. Aww.
Ok, ya.
So we've submitted our appointment request
Ya es el
to
final.
Superintendent Cheval
Bueno, es otra cosa.
While we're waiting to
O
hear
ya es el
back,
final.
let's see what system optimizations we have for the
Ah,
upcoming
mira,
version.
optimizaciones
Let's get
del
into
sistema.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses. And it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain
Espérate, a ver.
character.
Totally. True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40
No
or
te
above will have the
pases de
option to quick
verga.
challenge a weekly boss
Ni de
by
pedo.
navigating to the Trounce domain section of the adventure handbook.
Vas a poder
All weekly
hacer
bosses
los
will be
bosses
available to challenge,
sin hacer la
except Stormterror
historia,
and the Wolf
güey.
of the North.
Nice.
Qué bueno que empiezan a meter ese tipo de cosas porque hay personas que no pueden rucharse todo inmediatamente y pues se limitan a no poder subir a otros personajes.
Exactly.
Tienes que estar 40 para eso. Qué bueno. Sí, qué bueno que lo limiten, ¿eh?
In version 4.2, 3 new character cards.
Mi voz de
combined
Naida,
with
ya
action
sé, mi
cards
voz de
will be
Naida
added.
por fin lo voy a poder
There will
hacer.
also be an accelerate duel feature which will provide a smoother gaming experience.
Algo del
Cool
TCG.
stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take
Lo
inspiration
dices porque
from
necesitas el de
other
Naida.
travelers.
Lo digo por mí,
Awesome.
no tanto como lo digo para todos los
The
demás.
number of card combinations just keeps increasing. The number of decks a player can save has been increased from
Pero con esa
10 to
importación me parece
20.
como el crosshair de Valorant que importas.
Double. And in addition,
¿Copia las cartas
both
de
the
algo o qué?
maximum number of starting slots and
Eso
the
quita lo
number of slots
divertido.
unlocked
No creo que
each
quite lo
player level
divertido.
upgrade
Puede
have
hacer
been
voces
increased
que
from 2
las personas no han alcanzado en la historia.
The developers
Al final no afecta a nadie,
have
sinceramente.
also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and
Oye, God.
exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Ok, ok.
That's nice.
Como una versión
Plus,
mejorada.
a new story key privilege
Oh,
has
la
also
verga.
been added so that returning travelers can enjoy
Como una versión
new
mejorada a
story
los que
quests
se
and
ausentaron
hangout
muchísimo tiempo del Genshin.
events.
O eso entendí yo.
red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations
ok.
will also be available in version
Dice que todas las actualizaciones, digo, perdón, todas las notificaciones, o sea, el puntito rojo con exclamación. Si tú cambias de plataforma, ya sea porque no te das de PC a teléfono, tal vez. Digamos que en tu PC ya tienes todo limpio. Y cuando te muevas a tu teléfono, siguen otra vez apareciendo los signos de exclamación. Que según ya esto ya no va a pasar.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update.
Sí, sí, sí.
I guess
Los
that
que juegan
means
en
it's
GeForce
time
Now,
for
de
the
hecho, les
4.2
pasaría
special
mucho.
program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much
misión
cool
de
stuff to
Arconte,
this
bro, qué
game.
ganas,
For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for
En
me,
algún
and
momento me voy a
Mr.
empezar a hacer la misión de Arconte poco a poquito, güey. Disfrutándola. Como si fuera un anime.
Much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And honestly,
No mames, tú ni se te va a morir tu puto gato, amigo. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Que esas madres no pueden comer chocolate?
And maybe, I don't know, maybe
Tus códigos no me funcionan. Es que déjalo separo, güey. Déjalo separo por comillas.
But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much,
Maybe los
everybody.
copiaste mal o maybe pusiste un espacio de más, amigo. Chécalo.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Bye. Oh. ¿Qué verga es eso? Noviembre 8, la llegada de Lady Furina. Ok. Tremendo, ¿eh? ¿Y esa cartita de repente? Ya. Pues ahí quedó, ahí quedó.